Today on General Hospital, Nina pays Willow a visit, Liz and Finn discuss their complicated relationship, and Ava warns Austin not to screw things up. At the hospital, Dione gives Liz a very important note. It's a dinner invitation to which she responds yes, and lets Dione know to make sure Finn gets it. She steps onto the elevator just as Finn steps off, and Dione gives Finn the note. He is happy at Liz's response. Liz stops by Austin's office and finds him with Ava. She apologizes and goes to leave, but then stops and asks Ava if she's heard from Nicholas. Ava says she hasn't, and she doesn't expect to. Liz hopes Kevin and Laura find him, as it's not like him to stay away given his son has been born. Austin asks if he can do something for Liz. Liz asks if Chase found him, which he confirms he did. She explains she saw Dex lurking outside his office the other day and let Chase know. Austin says he spoke with Chase about the whole incident and sees her out. Alone, Ava mentions Dex is one of Sonny's people, and Austin wonders if Sonny had Gordon killed. Ava doesn't think so, as that would be a stupid move, and Sonny isn't stupid. Austin says Sonny saw him with Gordon outside the restaurant, and Ava asks for details. Austin recounts Gordon knew who Sonny was, and Sonny warned Gordon to back off, and the next day Dex clearly was following him, likely on Sonny's orders. Ava asks if there was anything for Dex to see. He admits Gordon and Mason were in his office waiting for him. He details the encounter, and Ava asks if Mason is capable of killing someone. He reminds her that she killed Nicholas, but she says that was an accident. Ava asks what he told Chase, and he says not much, just that Gordon confronted him at the restaurant. Ava moans the same restaurant where he was with her, Sonny, and Mina. She tells him that he's really bad at this. Austin says all he wants to do is be a doctor, and subterfuge isn't his strong suit. He thinks he did a good job convincing Chase that he really had nothing to do with Gordon's death. Ava is just worried because if anyone connects her to Mason, it could get complicated. Austin gets back to what they were originally discussing. Did she tell Sonny that she killed Nicholas? She confirms she did. Austin worries that Sonny could send someone to silence him to protect her, but Ava says Sonny won't do that. She says all they can do now is figure out how to move forward, especially now that they know who all the players are. She kisses him, and then warns him not to screw up. She walks out of the office, and he says, "Yes, ma'am." Finn and Liz meet for dinner at the Metro Court Gardens. He tells her she looks, wow. They sit and joke about making it through the first course without any disruptions. Liz says her mom emailed her the other day, and she knows she needs to get over what her mother and father did to her. She says it's in the past, but Finn knows the person who suffered the most deserved it the least. Finn thinks they should put all their cards on the table and the complications they bring to this relationship. Finn points out he's an addict, he sometimes doesn't like people, and he dated her sister. Liz presents her list, which includes his dating her sister, that she likes watching TV way too much, but mostly that this scares her. Finn admits it scares him too, so much he considered transferring to another hospital. She asks why. He admits that he finds it hard to take his eyes off her at work. Finn likes getting to know her, but it also makes him want to spend even more time with her. At the end of the meal, Liz says she looks forward to all of their complications. Finn suggests they do this again soon. She says she'll see him tomorrow, and he walks her to the door. Michael shows up at Charlie's and asks Christina what someone must do to get a drink around here. Michael puts in a dinner order to go, and she warns him that according to Joss, this is Nina and Sonny territory. Michael reminds her that he and Joss had to watch their mom mourn Sonny because of Mina, and to consider how she'd feel if it was Alexis in that position. She reminds him they all mourn Dad, and as for Dad and Mina, the heart wants what it wants, which is how he ended up with Willow. Nina stops by the gatehouse and surprises Willow. She apologizes for not calling, but she was driving by and thought Willow might need something, especially with Michael back at work. Willow invites her in, and Nina finds she's been trying to learn to knit to occupy her time. Willow admits she's terrible at it. They chat, and Nina knows they've had a lot of false starts and miscommunication, and she really hopes they can start over. She'd love to learn about her, who she is, and hopes she'll tell her. Willow explains that right now what she wishes for the most is just a mundane life, like going shopping, taking Wiley to school, and getting her independence back. She says the Quartermains have been a great support, but she looks forward to them not needing so much help. She wonders where Michael is, as he was supposed to be bringing dinner. Nina says if he's going to be late, she can order them dinner from the Metro Court. Suddenly Michael returns, and Nina tells him that she stopped by for an impromptu visit and will leave them to their dinner. Michael asks Willow if Nina upset her, but Willow says she didn't, and they had a nice visit. She says Nana rescued her from her awful knitting project. Over dinner, Willow asks Michael how his day at work was. He says he had a lot of catching up to do, but he's also setting the groundwork to also return to ELQ if the chance presents itself. She admits she's envious he's gotten to go back to work and wishes she could do the same. He reminds her it's too soon for her to go back to work, given her weak immune system. Willow feels there is something more on his mind, and he admits he'd like them to focus a little more on their family first. He says he almost lost her, and he wants to savor every moment with her and their children. Willow understands, but she can't turn her back on nursing, especially after what she went through. However, she promises their family will always come first. They'd fought too hard to let that go. They embrace. Nina goes to Charlie's, and Christina asks her about speaking to Trish about her center. Nina hopes she didn't overstep, but Christina is glad to know that Nina believes in her. Nina does, and she believes in this project. They discuss Trish's brother's story, and Nina offers to help Christina in any way she can. Christina says she'll take any help offered, but Nina doesn't have to talk her up as she is already on her side. Her dad's happiness is what is important to her. Nina assures her that she does believe in this project, and she's glad Christina is giving her a chance. Christina jokes she is the queen of second chances, and it's been her dad who has always believed in her. Nina fills Christina in on her visit with Willow, which was great until Michael came home and iced her out. Christina says Michael may not be her dad's biological son, but he can hold a grudge just like Sonny can. Christina advises her to give it time, and once Michael sees she and Willow are getting along, maybe he'll soften. Christina jokes then maybe she won't be the only one at Nina and her dad's wedding. Anna returns home to find Valentin waiting for her, and they passionately kiss. She asks how it went in Greece, and if they found Nicholas. He says, "You first, who tried to kill you." Anna explains the details of the shooting, and that Curtis was hit by a ricocheted bullet. She also reveals the rifle was traced back to the WSB. Valentin says the WSB might not have been involved, and the gun could have been sold on the dark web. He also suggests it could be a rogue agent. She tells him Sonny's theory, that it's an agent who wants to take her out. Valentin pours them some wine, and they discuss who might want to take her out. She thinks whoever leaked her past assumed she'd be arrested, but when she wasn't, they moved to Plan B to try and get rid of her. Valentin still thinks the simpler explanation is Victor released her past to hurt her. He reminds her that she destroyed Victor's greatest weapon, him. Victor hated her for bringing out the good in him, and if not for Anna, could have turned out completely differently. Valentin tells Anna he loves her, and he always has. Anna says it's taken her a long time to admit it, even to herself, but she loves him and is glad he is home. Anna asks if he found Nicholas, but he says he didn't, which makes him the head of the family. She says, God help them. They fall over on the couch and kiss. Laura and Kevin arrive at the Cassadine house in Greece. She never wanted to step foot in the house again, but it is their best shot at finding Nicholas. They head inside and speak to a caretaker, Costas. He hasn't seen Nicholas but invites them to look around. Laura hates to say it, but the likeliest place Nicholas would be hiding is in the subbasement levels. Kevin offers to go down on his own, but she refuses and says whatever they face together. The basement is empty, so Kevin suggests they check some of the other rooms as Nicholas could be sneaking in and out as he knows the house. They come up empty again, and Laura doesn't understand where Nicholas is or who might want to hurt him. Kevin wonders if one of Victor's men has him, but she doubts that as Victor would have bragged about it in Greenland. She wonders if she's trying to deny to herself that Nicholas ran off again. Kevin says shame is a powerful motivator, and he may not want to face how much he's disappointed her. Laura says he must know she loves him and is going out of her mind with worry. She can't believe he did this again. Kevin wishes there was a way to let him know it's okay to shove his face. Suddenly, Laura knows where they need to go next.